Good morning! Welcome back to a new video. As you see, we are inside, and as you saw from the starting clips, we received a little toy which we're going to use today to identify where is our heat leaking and where is the cold coming in. And I think this is going to be an extremely useful tool for diagnosing these things. So thank you to Top Done for sending it to us, and you can check the link down in description for Amazon. They also have iOS version. It goes to minus 20 Celsius or minus 4 Fahrenheit and up to 550 Celsius, and that's like over 1,000 in Fahrenheit. So it is really useful for even checking the chimneys and checking fire, checking if anything's getting too hot, and also for us for checking cold, where the cold is coming in from. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk around the house and we're gonna check out where is the cold coming in, like which walls are the coldest, and check for cold spots. And we're also gonna go outside and check from outside if we see any hot spots, more abnormal hot spots. So we know that the air is leaking directly out or something is not insulated enough, which you can't really visually see maybe, so this will reveal it. And I love that it's pocket size. You pretty much can throw it in your bag and go check any sites. So this is probably useful if you are just having a house. And yeah, because I know that these services cost quite a lot of money, and this is something you can just do yourself. So yeah, let's get started.
That's gonna be really interesting.
Plus, we can also take photos and record video. So we're gonna be able to record the video and show you exactly what the camera is seeing, so you don't need to see
like
it through the other camera. So yeah, let's walk around and see what is the heat. Let's go check our stove first. So as we can see, there's some air coming in.
Probably the mice have done a hole again.
Yep, 10 degrees.
It's not good.
There's 7 degrees up there.
So we have to close all of those now.
Yeah, but it's also a spot between the insulation and the brick, so I'm not sure if it's air or just really a cold corner. We can see the big loss of heat is the windows. So around the windows especially, 4 degrees there. So you can tell that it is the big contributor to heat loss. We could put a curtain in front, that would solve it a bit. So that's what we might do. Up there, not so bad. That corner, you can see that connects to the basement. That is pretty cold. And also to the outside. I think that switches from being a double wall to a single wall. So that is a cold spot as well. And you can also tell what devices are using electricity when they are just sleeping.
That's our cleaning lady.
Cleaning lady
our
there
vacuum cleaner
is on 17 degrees without doing anything. That means that she is using electricity without doing anything. I mean, I don't know what amount, but you know, that's pretty warm. Up there's no heat loss. Look at that. Stable temperatures. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see any spots. It's so funny to see everything in this way. That window is not as cold as the other window for some reason. I know. Just as cold, if colder even. Yep, 2.9 degrees. That window is really cold.
So we have to put more curtains.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't know. It's hard to insulate that without just changing the windows and putting bigger windows in. That corner is a leak. There, 2.3 degrees.
That's not good.
You could not figure this out on your own.
Definitely not.
The rest of this, 11, that's okay. 11 is not that bad. That's just cold. See, the wall is 11, so computer's hot. The screen produces a lot of heat. It's like a heater almost. Or is it reflecting heat as well? There's Keita. Keita, you're very hot. And Despina's wall there is keeping it, yeah, 14 degrees.
Yeah, all the
and it's keeping
jumpers.
it insulated. If you check behind, it's probably gonna be like really cold.
Oh, it's nice actually.
It's pretty hot, yeah. It's the radiator's catching in, so it's hard to see. So yeah, it's behind there. Oh. Was that -1 I just saw?
How is that possible? Does it feel?
Yeah, it's cold. That's what insulation does.
But there's no condensation behind there, like they're dry.
No water. Which is really weird, I don't know. That was just a house. It was realistically not that bad. It's losing a bit of heat. We could solve those things. But our big heat difference, which you can feel with your body if you walk into here behind this curtain, is really big difference in temperature. So yeah, it is our hallway and that thing is cold. So let's go see what the camera says, and yeah, this is gonna be surprising numbers. So yeah, as you can see, the door is at -2.4 down there. Thank you, Keita. There, that lock is 0.2. It actually in the morning was -7. Ah, there it is, -7. So yeah, that's coming in -7 degrees of cold. And on the top is the same thing. It is now 2 degrees in the morning. That was around -3 degrees coming in. We check those tops. That is pretty cold up there as well.
I feel it.
But a lot of this is like caused by this room being cold and it's really not heating up. There you go, there's a leak there as well, 0.9 degrees. That whole corner is a big cold spot. So that's on 2 degrees. That's, I think, actually our moisture problem was caused by that. Currently it's not that wet, but last year was getting wet because it was too hot. There, the leak as well, 0.9 degrees. You can tell that is leaking. Up there I can see a spot as well. Yep, 0.7 degrees there as well. Actually, minus 0.6.
Wow.
And as you can see, we're like on top of the radiator, so...
That's not the best.
The window is at minus 0.0. I guess right on 0. Right next to the radiator.
I do feel the floor pretty cold here. It's like...
Floor's only on 9 degrees, so actually it's not... Oh, I can see my footprints where I was standing.
Actually, okay, wait.
There you go. That is so funny. You can see where we walked. It warms up for a second. And you can actually check for cold spots in radiators. So this radiator, as you can see, is working perfect on the top. And on the bottom is 29 degrees, which is normal as it's drawing air through, it's cooling down. There comes in the heat and it sits on top until it gets pumped away. Works amazing. But the cold problem we need to solve. See, 4.9 degrees, so the basement is not even that cold. But of course that doesn't help the house, but I'd say our biggest problems are...
The top there.
The top is pretty bad, the door is pretty bad, there's also 2 degrees there. Minus, yeah, the minus is the worst. I think this door is the worst. Like, the door itself is 8 degrees, we have insulated it good. But this is the surroundings, and it's not sealed, which is making it worse.
I do love this camera, the heat camera, but I do not like what it's showing me.
Yeah, no, the information is hard to believe.
Yeah.
This is 0.2 degrees. This wall here is not insulated.
Single wall.
So it's a single brick wall. You can see that it becomes quite a lot bigger there as it goes on. But here it's a lot smaller wall, so we do need to insulate it. So what the camera is revealing is obviously this is our cause of the biggest cold. As you saw in the other room was 7 degrees in the cold spots, like, oh yeah, it's losing heat. But here, some of these spots are in minuses, and here, especially on the door surrounding, is in minus 6, 7, which is pretty much, you know, coming in pure outside cold, which is really not good. So that's losing all our heat. We are just generating no heat in this room. If we put a bigger radiator, we're gonna help it, but it's gonna cool it down very fast. And it also, the radiator, I think, is causing a big problem, is that this cold room is cooling the rest of the, you know, water for the rest of the house. So I don't want to lock this room away. I do want to insulate these walls. As I Google it, most of the times you insulate these from inside. You can't insulate them from outside, but in our case that's going to create kind of like a bulky thing, and it's not all around the house, and it's of course a lot more harder to secure it without wind blowing it away. Here we can just put framing, we put the insulation, and we can seal it. And our neighbors have done exactly the same thing around their whole house. They have exactly the same house. They have done the whole house, and they have it 15 years now, and they don't have condensation, mold, nothing. So in theory it is no problem. They did not seal it with any plastics or anything, so yeah, the walls probably ventilate as well so they can dry up with the heat that they produce. But yes, insulating the walls probably definitely is gonna help quite a bit, and I think this room cannot survive without it. Of course we have to redo the door, so yeah, but for temporary fixes we have to get the wood for this brand new door, and it will not be easy to make. We have to make it in the workshop. We want to make it really proper with a window in the middle. It has to be with rubbers. It has to be very nice and sealed with a brand new frame. So it will not be an easy project. But yeah, this door will go outwards. So I mean, these leaks that it has, it will be no problem on the outside, because it will be like double door. So it will be much warmer in this entrance. Right now that entrance hall that we built is exactly the same temperature as outside. Like, you feel a bit of a difference, but it's not good enough because it has no door. But yes, the temporary fixes, we have put this carpet down. We anyways did not want this carpet anymore, so we put it here. It works perfectly. We washed it in summer, so it's clean, but we did not want it in the house anymore, so it will work perfectly here. We
couldn't clean it good enough for us to have it, and it has some spots. It's probably gonna walk out.
It's flattened out quite a bit as well, so that helps a bit here to block out maybe. Did we ever check the door opens? It opens enough.
It's okay, good.
It's a bit of a bump there, so that needs to be solved a bit. And yeah, the other thing what we're gonna do now temporarily is put up that wool blanket. So that's a wool blanket that I think we used for Keita or something.
No, it was from our neighbors gave us.
Yeah, they gave us a box of waste material that they were, you know, wanting to give away. So yeah, we're gonna put that from outside, because I was thinking how to put it from inside, but it's hard because the door opens inwards, so outwards is easier, and then you just fold it open and go out. It sounds like a mess, but for now I think it's gonna help quite a bit, because it's gonna create this layer in between and not directly blow cold in. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe not. Yeah, but we have to fight it, because it is cold. Outside is like -12 in the night, so the house cools down really quick with these temperatures, and if we have all these leaks of air especially. So yeah,
let's go outside and check where we're losing heat.
Let's see, yeah, if we can see any heat.
Not. I hope we're not losing any heat outside.
Yeah, because that means direct flow of heat.
Yeah.
It's not just like a spot of heat, because
I just wanna, yeah, I just wanna see it all blue.
Okay, let's get dressed and go out.
Yeah.
Let's see our door. Okay, -4 degrees there, it's leaking heat. I like seeing everything in minuses, that it's suggesting it. Okay, so the door is more coming heat, less leaking heat, there it's leaking, and more that it's just letting cold in.
As you can see, we already got radiators, extra radiators.
Yeah, there's extra radiators already. Look at the tractor has warmed up in the sunshine. 4 degrees on the tire, 8 degrees on the tire. As you can see in the shadow is -17 degrees. -17.7 there. Probably if we go full in the shadow, maybe it's worse. Let's see our house. There's our windows. Actually, looking at our house from outside, it's honestly just the windows. The floor, what is the floor? 14 degrees. I guess it's not as cold. The ground is a bit warmer, I guess. There's a heat pole, I can see, no? Yeah. Yeah, there's one. There we are. Oh, look at that. Should get some insulation and just stuff it in there, because that is losing heat clearly. You see that? -4, it doesn't seem like a problem, but it's a lot different than the other place. Check that. -9, that's not that bad. Down this side we're good. Just the windows. The windows are pretty huge loss of heat. This window actually is losing quite a bit of heat. 1 degree. It's just confusing also because it's reflecting inwards a bit, the frame, the metal there. Triple glaze would be a lot better, I think. Maybe we need an upgraded windows. 85 degrees. It's a very good operational temperature there. 59 at the top. Pretty good. For being so cold, it's not that bad. 119 degrees. Okay, that's pretty good as it enters outside. This window is actually not that bad. This window is one of the good ones. Huh, it's pretty blue. Check any spots. Nothing losing here. There's a bit of, I see, but -9. This window should not be that warm. Yeah, -4 degrees, because it is basement. Actually colder than the rest of the place, because it's sucking the heat in. Another good thing is you can look at any electrical wires are hot, you will just notice it straight away. So yeah, it's also good for identifying any early signs of fire. So yeah, we have checked it all out. That's really amazing. I really like just walking around and visually seeing the temperature differences. So yeah, really awesome. So make sure you check out the link down below if you really want one of these. I really suggest it for colder countries. This is really awesome. So yeah, let's go attach the wool blanket in front of the door to hopefully get some of the cold away from the door. So yeah,
and then we can check it again.
Yeah, and then we're gonna see if it has made any improvements. You're at -7, so let's see if we can get it down to -1. That would be pretty good actually.
So before we put the blanket on, I wanna show you my creation, which is me forgetting the eggs outside because something happened. We're gonna update you to that. And yeah, I got a bit stressed out and frozen off.
No, it's like
okay. Oops.
You pulled the can with the brick.
Okay, well, do not leave eggs outside.
On brick.
Oh no, I'm not leaving. Those are also frozen on top. Okay, it's okay because it was on foam. Ooh, not good, not good. So you can tell how cold it is. Let's put that up now.
Yeah, okay.
We're just gonna hopefully staple it on. Don't judge us for any of that. As long as it works.
It's not gonna be pretty, that's for sure. But it's really desperate times, because otherwise we're not having much heat.
Yeah, what do they say? If it works,
it's not stupid.
It's not stupid. If it's stupid but it works, then it's not stupid.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, not as enjoyable to go in, but...
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, that definitely, I feel like the door's closed already. I think that might help.
That will definitely help. Okay, let's wait a bit.
Oh yeah.
It's nothing blowing.
So much.
You could literally, we actually had put a key in here just so the door stayed more closed.
For nighttime, we should put something rolled up in front.
Yeah, but anyways, it's all temporary. We are getting there.
We need to build a good door.
We're surviving, so it's okay. We're not freezing here.
I think that's gonna help quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
So it is much later. We have dark outside. And yeah, it's probably also not going to be a very accurate test because the minus have dropped down quite a lot since the day, as it's getting really cold in the night. But let's check what's the temperature of the lock. Oh, it's actually a lot better.
Yeah.
It actually did work. -3, but that part there, that was cold. The keys, plus 20 degrees. Oh, it's bouncing heat. But -3.8. And this towel is actually holding it, so if... you know, if this was not there, it would be probably a lot warmer because it is kind of insulating it as well from getting hot. But yeah, that's 10 degrees, 11 degrees, still the bottom, yeah, still on -2, but I think it was worse.
Yeah.
It was probably a lot worse. We could put something in front there, and that would probably work. But I think the rest of the room, that's also much warmer, 4 degrees. I think the room, oh Jesus, 60 degrees the radiators are on. We are heating them up quite a bit as well. But
and it's also late in the night, so...
Yeah, it is quite late, and outside is like -15 right now. So it is really cold. So yeah, it is not really that bad. So I think if we insulate these walls, if we put a better door, put an extra radiator, and we are golden, I think we're gonna be fine. So yeah, if you are interested, make sure you check out the link down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing our house in a different way. We sure did. But yeah, see you later. Bye bye.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.